Hello and welcome to phuketpals GED Express Screencast with me, teacher Markie. Today's lesson focuses on GED Science, specifically chemistry, and our topic would be about elements and compounds. This would be part 3 of my discussion for GED Science under chemistry. So at the end of the discussion, every one of you is expected to identify and name elements and compounds from the periodic table of elements. Now, before we proceed, we define first what an element. So, an element is a substance that is made from one kind of atom only, and it cannot be broken down into simpler substances. So, basically, if we have here this one, um, the atom or one particle of the molecule is what you call an element. And same is true with the one that you have on your right. So one part of it is considered as an element. So a compound is a substance that is made from more than one element. If two or more elements are fused together, that is considered as a compound. So for example, in this case, we have here this atom and there are two atoms in here fused together, that is identified as a compound. Same is true with the illustration on your right. You have there a compound that is made up of 7 different elements that makes up a compound. Now, a compound can be broken down into elements. For example, a compound made of 3 different elements, such as those that you have on your left, can be broken down into these pieces, such as an element, another element, and another element. Now, when two, this is mainly for naming, when two elements combine, the ending is usually IDE. And we always take into consideration to name the metal first, and the non-metal would be added by a prefix, which is IDE. For example, sodium chloride, that would be NaCl. So as you can see, sodium is metal and chlorine is non-metal. Same is true with magnesium oxide. We have magnesium on your left and oxygen on your right. And we have iron sulfide. We have iron on your left and sulfur on your right. Now, when 3 or more different elements combine and one of them is oxygen, the ending will be ATE. And we always put metal first. For example, we have the illustration on your right. There are 4 oxygen, 1 sulfur, and 1 copper. Copper is considered as metal, so we put that first. So we write copper sulfate. And same is true with the illustration down below. On your right, you have there 3 oxygen and 1 carbon, and we have calcium. Calcium is metal, so we put that first, so we will have the name calcium carbonate. Now, for rule number 3, when two identical elements combine, the name does not change. Like when you see hydrogen, fluorine, nitrogen, and chlorine, including oxygen, because they are diatomic molecules, that means they always comes in pairs. Now, since you have already an understanding about elements and compounds, let's try this. Now, can you identify if which is an element or a compound? So we have water. They are made up of hydrogen, oxygen. Coal is made up of carbon. Carbon dioxide is made up of carbon and oxygen. And oxygen is made up of oxygen, of course. And chalk is made up of calcium, carbon, and oxygen. Wax is made up of carbon and hydrogen. Table salt is made up of sodium and chlorine. And caffeine is made up of carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, and oxygen. Identify which one is an element or a compound. You can just pause the video for a while and try to answer it on a separate sheet on your end. So the answer for that would be this. Water is compound, coal is element, carbon dioxide is compound, oxygen is element, chalk is compound, wax is compound, table salt is compound, and caffeine is also a compound. Great job! And we have here another example. You try to name the element. Fe stands for what element? This is a transition metal, so the name would be iron. Precisely. This one is Cu. What's the name of it? Good job, copper. How about N? Exactly, that's nitrogen. F is for fluorine. K is for potassium. And Zn is for zinc. Good. And Li is for lithium. Al is for aluminum. And O is for oxygen. Now name the following compounds using the rule that I have discussed. And H2O is known as sodium oxide. How about CuSO4? Great, that's copper sulfate. MgSO4 is for what? Precisely, magnesium sulfate. ZnO is for, good job, zinc oxide. How about MgCl2? Great, magnesium chloride. And H2? Perfect, that's just hydrogen. How about Ki? Precisely, that's potassium iodide. How about AgNO3? Excellent, that is silver nitrate. Great job, everyone, and that ends my discussion for today. And for the references, you can read in Advanced Cambridge Chemistry 3rd edition or visit ck12.org under Physical Science for Middle School. Now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you find this video useful. Give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And since you are here already, you might as well subscribe to our channel and click the subscribe button down below. If you want to connect with us, you can visit www.phuketpals.org or go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/phuketpals. Or if you have questions or inquiries regarding our organization, you can give us a message through line or give us a call at 081-417-0978. Thank you so much and have a great day, everyone. I'll see you in my next screencast. Bye!